Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. My name is Michael Parker, and I'm just working on a song of mine. It's called Old Joe. It's actually on an album called Drunktank Confessional. You can get it on iTunes or Amazon, or you might try the link below. You never know where that's going to take you. It might take you somewhere wonderful. Anyhow, this song uses 3 chords. It's got G, it's got C, and it's got D. Now, I'm a simple guy. I write most of my songs in these 3 chords. Sometimes I'll put a capo on, so I'll just play in a different key, but it's still those forms, G, C, and D. So this is how this one goes, and I'll tell you the notes as I play them, the chords as I play them as I go along. So let's try it now. Well, I was sitting at a bar next to this old man. He had scars on his face, old burns on his hands. He was patting his pockets. I offered to buy him a beer. He caught me looking and he smiled and said, I know it's ugly, but it ain't that bad. These scars have brought me more blessings than they have tears. His eyes got a little hazy. He stared off in space. He spun me a tale of a cold winter day. He was walking home from work. Chill ran right up his back. He said he's still not sure why he turned around the day the Sunday school uptown burned down, but he got those kids out safe right before it collapsed. He said the scar on my cheeks from Laura's fingernail. She was shaking so bad, coughing and pale. All I could see it through that smoke was her green eyes. And it must have been a miracle we found the door. I thought we'd all die in that inferno for sure. Held on to that girl, I hope, until her parents arrived. With him a while, put his drinks on my tab. I said, you keep in touch with him? He said, yeah, you know, Paul's up in Michigan, running for Senate next fall. Johnny's a dentist and Laura's a teacher. Bob McGuire's a new Baptist preacher. He said that day made him believe in a plan for us all. So I thought about roads that turned to dead ends, and the heroes unseen by their fellow men, how a whisper of hope can foster the wind's change. When he finished his beer, slapped me on the back, said, boy, live every day just like it's your last. Thanks for the drink. Maybe someday we'll do it again. I said, it's my pleasure, and watched him walk out, thinking I'd look at life through different eyes now, and I got to pay for those drinks, shaking my head. Bartender said, Joe, man, he's sure some. Had that freak accident toasting English muffins. Now, every night he's got a generous new friend. Well, I was sitting at a bar next to this old man. He had scars on his face, old burns on his hands. He was patting his pockets. I offered to buy him beer. That's all there is to it, guys. G, C, D, or you can play them G, C, D, over and over and over. It's that easy. Drunktank Confessional. It's full of songs with G, C, and D. Sometimes we'll throw an A, E minor in there, or an A minor, just to really mess with you. But really, you guys can do this too. Writing a song is really easy. All you need is a decent idea and a simple progression. Done. Somewhere to start. Thank you. Good night.
Well, I was sitting at a bar next to this old man. He had scars on his face, old burns on his hands. He was patting his pockets, so I offered to buy him a